Howdy y'all, Twitchonium here. I'm coming at y'all today with another Dominaria United quick draft. Let's go ahead and hop on in and see if we open something spicy today. The Haughty Djinn. Seems like it could be a pretty fun build around. Just pick up any instant and sorceries we can. Play a nice controlling kind of a deck. Battlewing Mystic would be great in that kind of deck as well. Same with Drake. I mean, any flyers are going to be good just to be able to get through on that kind of board state. But I think we'll start with a Djinn and see where it goes from there. Strider could be fine. Nice little tempo play. Cut down, also excellent removal. Could pick up a shore up. Not a huge fan of interference. What does Lookout do? That seems like a pretty solid card too for any blue deck. I think Cut Down's the stronger card here, but because there are still good options in blue, I think I'm going to take one of the blue cards. I'm just not sure if the Strider is good enough to take it over a flying creature that draws us a card. I think I like the Flyer better here. It's cheaper too. Alright, now we can take a Rona's Vortex, a nice little piece of interaction on color. And if we can manage to get the kicker paid, even better. Micromancer. Well, we already have one spell that it works with. So, Micromancer could be worth considering here. I don't think Thran Portal is playable. Yeah, it's just fine. Balmor could be really fun, though, in a Spellslinger kind of a deck. Essence Scatter I'd probably play too. Same with Terrors, I would definitely play some Terrors. The Terror might even be the strongest pick here. Oh, that's tough. I want all three of these, really. I think in a vacuum, like if we were playing red-blue, Balmor would be better. But since we don't know that we're necessarily playing red yet, we should probably take one of the mono blue cards. And I think Terror is going to be stronger than Micromancer. At least on average. I think a counter spell's probably fine. It's either a counter spell or an impulse draw. Although impulse is also pretty fine. Yeah, let's take impulse actually. Scavenger could be fine. Scatter would also be good. I think I like the Scavenger first here. Bohar can do some good work. Especially in this kind of deck, if we're going to be picking up a lot of spells anyways, he can get some of those back for us and let us recast them. Figment can be a good 2-drop in this kind of deck, same with Tide Turner. I mean, they're all 2-drops, but I think Vohar has the most upside, but again, we're not necessarily going black-blue yet, so I think I should probably take one of the just blue 2-drops. Yeah, I think I like the Figment better than the Tide Turner, even though it lets us cast instants and sorceries for cheaper. Hey, we're going to get a Tide Turner anyways. Or we could take another Impulse. Actually, it might be worth having another Impulse, since this is a nice thing we can just fire off early to get into our graveyard for the things that care about that. Here, none of these are super exciting. I guess if we end up in green-blue, I'd rather have a wall. Yeah, just none of these very exciting. Well, I'll take a shore up now. Essence Scatter came back, okay. Alright, well, we stayed pretty much mono blue so far, so we'll see what comes around in the next packs here. Well, Horde Master is a fun goblin card, but not enough goblins to really build around that, I don't think. Here we could take a Geyser. Yeah, it's not a very exciting pack either. I think the Geyser is probably the best pick for us here. Now we can take a Drake for another flyer. Could take a Codex just to have some card draw. We already have a fair amount of card draw with our impulses and all, though. Our lookout rather. Yeah, I think getting another flyer is probably fine here. Skyrider can be good, but I don't think we're going to be able to splash for the kicker cost, which definitely knocks it down a peg. I don't think Impede Momentum is going to be a strong enough instant or sorcery to bother running that one necessarily. Rona could be fine. Or we take a red card. I think red or black are probably where we're going to want to end up in this kind of deck if we don't just go straight mono blue here. And in that case, I think I'd rather have a Fire Nado than a Thrill. Well, we could take another Essence Scatter here. Or we could start leaning into some white. Both of these would be great options. Now let's just keep on the blue train until we have to move off of it here. Seems like a good card for our instants and sorceries we're going to want to be holding up. Draw through our deck with it. Now we get a Tide Turner for our 2-drop slot. Another Impulse draw is nice. Alright, none of these exciting, so we'll just take the on-colored blue. Let's take the white card, actually. Yeah, let's keep taking white cards. I think blue-white flyers could also be a good spot. We got to destroy evil back even. That's pretty good. Although Twinferno is pretty good in red. So I'm still not sure where our second spot's going to be here, but... And here I'll just take another lookout. I think I'll just keep taking flyers as long as they want to give them to me. What's our curve looking like? Definitely need some more creatures, so I think we could probably pick up the Strider now that we didn't take earlier. Take another Tolarian Terror is pretty sweet now. Ooh. That could be fun in this kind of deck. Then we get to run Destroy Evil. Do we want Cavalier? Maybe we want Cavalier. Just move everything that's potentially useful in a blue-white deck into it there. Yeah, I think if we're playing blue-white, I'd rather have this one than any of these white cards. Probably do need to pick up some more actual 2-drops, though, instead of just the scatters and the impulses, if we can. We don't really have to, though, in this kind of deck. Founding of the Third Path could be an interesting play here. I think I'm just going to pick up another Cavalier, though. Get another flyer. They can help us stabilize a bit. Now I'll take Negate. We have enough of the other kind of counters, but we don't have a non-creature spell counter, so that'll be nice. Wrath is an excellent pickup here. Ooh, interesting choices on this one. I think we're going with another Tide Turner, though, just to make sure we can hit some 2-drops early. Yeah, looks like that's going to do it. Huh? We might play this. Actually, let's take another 2-drop just to have one. Ooh, take up the shield we might actually run. Got the Founding of the Third Path and another turtle. Alright. Let us see what we can cobble together out of this one. I like the 2 terrors, especially with the instants and sorceries. I probably don't want to cut many of those if I can avoid it. Let's pull all of those aside, in fact. Well, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not as many actual 2-drops as I'd normally like, but I think in this deck we're going to have enough things to do early with our mana. That's okay. Geyser. Alright, so we definitely can cut some creatures. I think the 3-drop slot is probably where we're going to need to make those cuts from. I like the Djinn a lot. I like what the Scavenger here can do, but it might need to be one of the cuts. Or maybe the Academy Wall, actually. Yeah, I think we'll cut the Academy Wall for sure there. I like the Soaring Drake. Maybe we cut 1 Cavalier. And then we need to make the rest of our cuts from the non-creature spells. Probably the one there. We can probably cut 1 Impulse. Let's cut the Rona's Vortex. I like the Call because it's both creatures and sorcery to work with our things that care about it. Cut 1 Impulse. Probably needs to be another creature, actually. I'm not even sure what it should be, though. I like all these options. Maybe we cut 1 Essence Scatter, and it really needs to be a creature. It probably should be one of these weak 2-drops. Like Faith Bonder. I could see that one being the cut. Not sure how this deck is going to run. It's got some really strong stuff in it, but if we don't get to it, it could be a challenge. But I think this is how we're going to go ahead and run it. Let's see if the land split looks good. More blue than white. Yep. So we'll go ahead and run it like that. I'll see you all in the first round. Here we are in round 1. We are on the play with, I think, the kind of hand we're going to have to keep in this deck. We've got an Impulse Draw to help us hit our next land. And we can work towards a Haughty Djinn. Definitely going to need to make sure we hit a land with this one now. And yep, we'll take the land. This guy needs more. Yeah, he needs 4 to pump, so we'll drop the Djinn first here. And then next turn we'll have a protection for it here. That's real fishy. I'm going to let that through. Alright, if I play this, I still get to keep Shore Up in hand. I think I like that. Gonna go ahead and hold off and use it as a combat trick on blocks, I think. Yep. Or we'll just use it now to protect our guy. I don't think we want to tap our guys, though. Alright, well, this is a bit of a shame, because I definitely wanted a land there. I think we're going to start swinging in the air here, though. And we can do both of these, or any of these 3, on their turn here. Let's have them spend their turn pumping their Root Walla here, maybe. I'm actually fine if they don't want to... Yeah, I'll Impulse instead. I think we just need to make sure we keep hitting lands here. I'd really like to get another flyer down. Could negate that, but I think it's fine to let them impulse. I'd rather negate the thing that they impulse for. I think that's fine. Two on the top, that's a little scary. Alright, now I think we play the call to increase the Jin. Yeah, we're not going to tap these. Now we have some things we can start tapping, though. Yeah, and we'll just hold up, take up the shield here. Not sure which one of these two I'm going to try and go in the trade-off here in combat, rather, but we'll see. So this is going to be a 5-5. I think let's just block like this again. See if they pump the root walla. Well, we're gonna have to discard a land here. Alright, so I think we'll just, well, let's swing first. And then drop this one down. As long as we can keep Wrath alive and our flyers, the next turn we should have lethal. I'm tempted to hover over Raph to see how much his activated ability costs, but I'm afraid of pointing attention at him. Let's go ahead and block with Raph. This time we will tap 2 creatures. Ooh, Strider could be a good play. And Tatiova, that could be, alright, so we play this, or we do this, and then it's GG? Yep. Ooh, I was worried that they had something there to throw us off, but managed to get there in the end. See y'all in the next one. We're back here on the draw this time, and another pretty reasonable looking starting hand for us. 2-drop, 3-drop, and some interaction. Go ahead and drop our 1-3, blocks their 2-1 pretty well. Looks like we'll be playing maybe a mirror match. I thought so with this idyllic beachfront, but apparently not. Let's get the 2-3 down first. Alright, let's see what kind of trick they've got here. Sure. I'm happy for that 2 for 1. Yeah, I think I want to get a 3-2 flyer down, especially since they only have 2 cards in hand. I won't be trading off with the Goblin Picker here. Not quite yet, at least, since we've got interaction still, but we'll see. Alright, they're going to go with the double strike on there 2/2. And yeah, I think I want to get another flyer in play. We can hold up Destroy Evil and Impulse here. This time I will trade off. Ooh, I like Tura here. But this turn we'll go ahead and destroy their Terror. Get another creature, or thing in the graveyard for our Haughty Djinn next turn. Although maybe we'll play the Tura first. We'll see. Yeah, I think I like having the Tura first here. Yep, we'll eat the 4 for once. We might chump with the Tide Runner next turn. Alright, they've got a Wrath of their own there. Yeah, I like it. We can Geyser one of their things. I can't afford to Geyser that one, unfortunately. Actually, I could. Not sure why it didn't let me. Oh, it's a sorcery. Duh. Let's see. Well, let's swing with our 3 flyers first. And just, yeah, get a Scavenger. I think I like our own Wrath here. And we'll go ahead and do this on their turn. And that'll do it. Another nice showing from the blue-white Flyers. See y'all in the next round. We are back here on the draw, and I think this one's okay. Not a super exciting hand, but we've got some draw to hit our lands, make sure we can keep playing our cards. Some things that'll be cheaper if we do play our spells early. Alright, a Wrath immediately from the opponent there. I think we'll still Impulse on their turn here. 3 colors showing from the opponent. We'll keep waiting. Oops. I think we need another blue first. Of course, now we get another one. Let's drop a Figment, and then we can shore it up if they attack with Wrath. Right. I'm gonna kick a Prodigy here. Hopefully they'll attack with the Wrath. That's okay. I think we're gonna hold up Impulse and shore up, but do we want to Geyser something instead? Nah. I think we're fine just holding it up. Ooh, Niall's a good one. See if they're gonna swing. They haven't been. Hopefully this will be the time where they change that up. Well, that's not the one I was ideally hoping that they would swing with. We could trade for that one. But I think we're impulsing first and then probably just eating the 2. If they would pass their priority. Maybe. Let's take a look at our cards here. That could be a really nice one. I think we may want something like Negate or Captain's Call, though. This is a tough call. I'm going to take Captain's Call. 3 ground creatures I think will be a good spot for us. Yeah, we don't need to block. Well, now we can play our Drake and still shore it up to maybe get a cheeky block off with something. Four, 6, that is a big one. All right. I think let's go ahead and kick their flyer. No, let's kick the thing that's going to start attacking us for a lot here. Can't imagine there's a 1 green protection spell? Maybe I'm just forgetting? Ah, okay, they're just going to remove our thing. Fair enough. Yeah, this might be a one we're going to struggle with. We don't have a lot of actual hard removal in this deck. Should have swung with the Figment. I forgot it has Vigilance. I think we are going to trade it off here finally, though. Play this first. Keep reducing the cost of our terrors. Let's drop down this one too. We're gonna eat some damage here, but I think we really need to set up for a bit if we're gonna have any shot. Is Niall gonna just do so much work for them though? Another 4/6, alright. I think let's just drop the 1 for now. I'd like to hold up the Shore Up and the Essence Scatter here. Bit late to be using the Essence Scatter, but if they try to play something huge, at least we can do something about it. Alright, let's go ahead and block like this. There we go, we got rid of one of those big uns. Of course, now we are down to 5, and they can pump their team each turn. Alright, so this is our flyer. Or we can stun a thing, which might be the correct play. I think we're supposed to play the flyer. Let's play the flyer and the 5/5 instead of holding up the Essence Scatter at this point. They're likely to just be pumping with Wrath anyways, and if they've got something here, they've got it anyways. Cavalier it is. I think we need that life gain. Yeah, this 4/6 and 2/4, just these stat lines are brutal for our deck. Alright, we've got one more turn. Let's see if we can't dig something out here. Yeah, the opponent's got a really nice domain deck here. I think we've got to lock down the flyer, though. Hopefully they'll try and play a big creature again. Of course, they already got their 10/10 down, so... I guess we'll trade our 2 off. Kill what we can here. They've likely got some kind of trick in hand. Hopefully it's a creature trick if it is. Oh right, they can just give their guy their whole board plus something plus something. That's alright, we were dead anyways. What's a mistake when you're already in defeat? See you on the next round. Welcome back. We're on the play this game here, and I think this is the first one we're going to have to toss back. We don't have any of our card draw. Can't cast any of the spells in our hands unless we make sure we hit a land, and we have no ways to do that, so... this looks terrible too, but slightly better. Go ahead and ditch a plains, since we know we need 2 blue. Alright, well, I'm just going to impulse on our turn here, actually. This is a tough call. I think I'd like the flyer, actually. If we can get 3 flyers in the air, it'd be a good spot to be in. And would love to hit 1 more land next turn. Not the end of the world if we don't. We can still play some stuff, but would be ideal. Lagomos, that's a good card. They absolutely should be attacking with their token. It's going to go away at the end of the turn anyways, so there's 0 reason not to just swing with it. Oh, I guess that's a reason. Enlist is a thing in this format. Well... now I really want to hold up, take up the shield instead. See if we can't get a cheeky Faith Bonder or Lagomos kill here. Both creatures just out of reach of our Destroy Evil. Let's go ahead and block. See if they've got something. Sure. That's not a good spot for us to be in. I'm going to play the one that gets us some life back here. So we can hold up the Destroy Evil if they play something even scarier. But, I mean, heck, this is already proving a challenge. Yikes. And these two together is a super nasty combo. They get the both sides of the Pilgrim's triggers here. Yeah, I'm gonna eat this. I'm a little scared. We don't have any way to deal with either of those. But a 5/5 might at least keep it in check for a minute. I need to remember this combo. I've seen it a couple of times now. It takes 3 colors, but this format is definitely one where you can do some splashing. Alright, let's see their tricky trick here. Yep. It's just going to be hard to outrace this with them getting a trigger every single turn. Not looking good. Oh, and now Garna. I think that's just going to be the nail in the coffin. They're going to ping us for 2 each turn, heal themselves for 1 each turn. I'm going to trade this off just to get the card draw. I'll land. Still can't even hit any other creatures with our Destroy Evil. Destroy Evil I have been very unimpressed by. I don't know why I remember this being a great role player in this format, but as of yet, I have had very few targets for it. Yeah, has reach, sure. I think it's just gonna kill us here. Take 2 more. Yeah. Drop down another flyer, but it won't be enough. The Lagomos into Pilgrim combo doing a ton of work there. See y'all in the next round. Welcome back. We're on the play this game, and I think we're going to have to toss this one back. Nothing we can play. This is an equally sketchy hand, but one that at least has the ability to function. Alright, they're going to get a hasty 1/1 down. We'll go ahead and hold our counter spells and our impulse up here. Need to hit a land. That'll do. We'll go ahead and play our Jin. Blocks their Chick pretty well. Just have to hope they don't have instant removal for it, which in red-black is extremely likely. Yep. We'll just keep dropping flyers of our own down here and see how much removal they've got. Our counter spells in this deck have definitely not worked out ideally. think I like holding up the 2 counter spells. They're going to get a nice swing in here, but we're not blocking with our Drake anyways. And hopefully they'll play something with all their mana. Yeah, I think it's not the most exciting thing to counter, but just need to keep the tempo going. And a 1/1 Death Toucher. Alright, we'll go ahead and get our Cavalier down this time. This takes a black in order to get Death Touch, so we'll swing while we can here. They're swinging with both. We'll make the trade. Yeah, we're gonna not let that happen. Alright, we couldn't have countered that one anyways. May have to trade Artura into their Garna, which is a bit of a shame. They're going to just remove it anyways, so... Not looking great here. Alright, let's see if they've got removal. If not, we get one more turn. Yep. And they do. Red-black got some of the best. And we just didn't draft any of it. So let's take another last look at our blue-white Flyers deck here. Under the average, but... So let's see. Tura feels a bit slow. Super fun card, but I don't know if it's fast enough in this format. I think we had a pretty good deck. I think the issue was that we had too many counterspells and things that were relying on combat to, like, combat tricks, counterspells, and really what we wanted, conditional removal that we never actually met the conditions for. And we really needed more, like, actual hard removal spells to go with our spells that cared about the instants and sorceries. Because we wanted to be curving out and also holding up counterspells and stuff, and we just never were able to really do both. So, still, pretty fun little deck. Got a couple of nice wins in there. Got to see some good work from our Haughty Jin. So, overall, still a fun little time. I appreciate you all coming along on this ride with me here today, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Take care, everybody.